Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Super Lorcana World. Today is Market Watch Day. We get to review the Lorcana card game market. There is a lot of interesting stuff happening, and we're going to run all through it today, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And let's just start with what the obvious is. Enchanted Rare and first set boxes are going up. They're now over $200 again. They were at their low in the 150s, and supply, supply, supply. You know, the whole supply versus demand thing? We'll talk about that a little more later. We will. But for now, what I want you guys to take away is that you missed your chance to get them really low. I still think it's a great investment opportunity, even at this price, for the future, because they just keep going up in price. So take that information as you will. Set 3 booster boxes are still pre-sale prices. Do not buy the pre-sales. It is a waste of money. And set 2 booster boxes have not changed. They've been flat 120 for a while. They'll probably stay that way for a while. All right. What's the topic on everyone's mind, you might ask? Well, all of the Enchanted Rares are going up. Every Enchanted Rare is going up. Doesn't matter if it's the old set or the new set. Every Enchanted Rare is going up in price. Even Pete, useless Pete, is even going up in price. Like, what's up with that? Even, like, all these bad ones are going up. Look, this is a bad, where's my Namari? This is a terrible card, and it's exploding. What's the deal? Well, there's 2 separate answers. I'm going to give you each answer. And I thought about taking my time with this topic and making its own video, per se. But I don't think I need to do this. I cannot talk about this, I don't think, for 8 minutes. So I'm just going to give it to you straight right here. So, take something like the first chapter, right? It is very hard to find booster boxes. Very hard to find booster boxes at a reasonable price. Therefore, there's less being opened, which means the Enchanted Rares have less supply, which means the demand goes up. And this is only going to get worse because there's just as many collectors as there are players in this game. And first set stuff will have a premium over everything else. That's why I keep collecting first set boxes. Did you guys know that whenever I come across a booster box for a reasonable price, now I just grab it. I just grab it. I'm like, hey, I'm buying it, ship it to me. And I'm building myself quite a little empire of Lorcana booster boxes. Nothing crazy, nothing like Rudy from Alpha Investments, magic boxes out the wazoo in my own second store type of deal. But like, I'm getting a comfortable amount of booster boxes because I just think it's a good deal. So obviously, if there's less of this being open, there's less new singles floating around, which means there's going to be less of these floating around. Not to mention they're very hard to pull. So let's start with that. But what about set 2, Mario? What about set 2? Set 2! There's lots of set 2 going around. What's the deal with that? Well, let me tell you something. I've spoken to other store owners who agree with me on a certain point. You guys may not have known this, I barely opened any set 2 for singles. I sold the boxes sealed. That was intentional. The reason why it's intentional is because even back then, when it came out in November, I had the foresight to know that this set's value was going in the toilet, being flushed 10 to 15 times. I knew the cards were going to be worth shit, and I was correct. Most of the cards are worth shit in this set, the second set. Sure, you can get a good money rare, super rare, whatever, and get some good foils, okay, but like, I've spoken to other store owners that opened cases, and they're like, yeah, if it wasn't for this Enchanted Rare, we were fucked. Or we didn't pull Enchanted Rare, we were fucked. Or my Tragic Hero Beasts type of situation. So less and less people are opening boxes of this set because they're afraid, because they don't want to get hosed. So when you have less boxes being opened, what does that mean? It also means there's less supply when it comes to the singles. So what that means is with cards like this that are really, really hard to find, you know, that there's 12 different ones, one per case-ish. You're not guaranteed that, by the way. Then it becomes a real struggle and a real challenge. So that's what's going on right now. You're seeing the biggest bump ups in set 1, but it is finding its way onto the second set market as well. Not as disastrous, not as much of a percentage. But now that we're heading into the world, especially with the first set, where there's no confirmed reprint, and Ravensburg even confirmed that Rochelle chick in the Discord, there's a little post going on the internet. She confirmed there has been no announcement for any more set 1 massive reprints, and if there is, there will be an announcement. Now, let me be crystal clear as it gets. If there is another big wave of set one, if Ravensburger decides to yell, surprise, this stuff is going to go back down in price. But if that doesn't happen, they're going to go up. And let me tell you something else. Even if that does happen, we're probably only due for one more big surprise, if that. So then it'll rebound back up later on anyway. What am I suggesting to do? If I was someone who wanted these cards for my collection, what would I suggest? My suggestion was I hope you listened to me a month ago. That's my suggestion. And next time, listen to me. Moving on to now the future, now that the formal's all here and what we can do. Maybe it's not a bad idea, but keep in mind that certain cards will only get more expensive. Some cards might hit a cap, and this will impact over time. Do not forget, people are also going to be grading these cards. That means there's going to be less raw copies available on the market. That matters. Okay? So I want you to take that information with a grain of salt. Me, I have no interest in investing in the singles. My only investments in this game, unless something else comes around, are set 1 booster boxes and the D23, those two. But the D100 special box, the Disney 100 thing. Those are my only investments. That's it. I don't think anything else is super safe. The singles in the first set, the Enchanted rares, are probably safe, especially if you grade them. But that's not for me. And yeah, there you go. So let's go on to the rest of the stuff here. Beast is still the most expensive legendary in both sets at $45. Followed by Rapunzel at $37, who is going up in price. And Maleficent is kind of tapering at $35. Promo Rapunzel is now doing the promo 4 dozen eggs thing and exploding. My recommendation would be if you bought this cheaper, which you probably did, or got it for free at locals, sell it now and grab it back later because this is still being distributed. It's still easy enough to get, and it will go down a little bit. And don't buy the pre-sales. Seriously, don't buy the pre-sales. No reason to spend $20 on this card. It's not worth $20. No reason to spend $15 on this rare. I know it's a good rare. But right now, the best rare in the game is $8, right? This card is not better than this card, right? There's no reason for this card to be $15. People are buying it. People are stupid. It's all about the education. So again, some people, this is their first card game. Some people do not know the ins and outs of pre-sales and getting hosed and finding the best value. So just share the message. Tell people to be patient. It's going to be okay. Pre-ordering the card doesn't mean you're going to get it before anyone else. It means you're going to get it at the same time as anyone else. Only for an inflated price. So don't do that. But yeah, be prepared. Most expensive rare in the game. Tinkerbell is the most expensive super rare in the game. Seems to be tapering off a tiny bit. Whole New World is actually the second most expensive super in the game right now. It's been going up, 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 and up. People realize this card's broken. I know. That sounds like a weird sentence. The people should have always realized this card was broken. But people are slowly more and more warming themselves up to this card. And who knows what set 3 brings that'll break this card right open. I don't know. Arthur is just slightly behind it as the third most expensive super rare at the time of filming this anyway. As for rares, Maui has climbed to second place. It is the second most expensive rare right now at the $7 mark. Maui's really good. Good card. And then Cinderella right behind Maui at $5.89. All right. Now, I'm going to show you guys something, a bit of an educational piece here. These two rares, Lilo and Cusco, used to be very expensive. Remember? Remember when these cards were super expensive? But as they become less meta relevant, they've kind of faded off. This will happen in card games. This is just a message for the newer players. Your expensive rares that are meta relevant in one set might drop a lot in the next set. Please keep that in mind if you are looking to sell things for a good price. If you know that's the next set's coming up because we get reveals, and you know you want to play Cusco in the next set, doesn't seem that good, sell him while he's still kind of hot, and you'll get the maximum value you can out of it, as opposed to right now where it's basically almost bulk. Think about that. Lastly, Gone to. This is still a reminder that opening booster boxes can be a scam. It really, really can be a scam. Both sets have their gone tos, so to speak. So be very, very careful when opening product. All right, that'll do it for today, guys. What do you think? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you later. Bye.